The megalodon, often referred to as the giant shark, is one of the most iconic prehistoric predators to have roamed the oceans. Here are some fascinating facts about this enormous ancient shark. Size and appearance. The megalodon was a massive shark that lived during the Cenozoic era, between 2.6 million and 23 million years ago. It is estimated to have reached lengths of up to 60 feet or even more, making it significantly larger than the great white shark, which is considered one of its closest living relatives. Diet and feeding. Megalodon was a top predator in its time, preying on a variety of marine animals, including large whales. Its immense size allowed it to hunt and consume prey that few other predators could tackle. Fossilized megalodon teeth, some of which are over 7 inches long, provide evidence of its formidable hunting capabilities. Hunting strategy. While exact details of its hunting techniques are unknown, scientists speculate that the megalodon may have employed ambush tactics to surprise its prey. Its powerful jaws and sharp teeth would have allowed it to deliver devastating bites, enabling it to incapacitate large marine mammals. Fossil evidence. The primary evidence of megalodon's existence comes from fossilized teeth, vertebrae, and occasionally skeletal fragments found in various parts of the world. These fossils provide valuable insights into its size, structure, and behavior. Habitat and range. Megalodon inhabited oceans worldwide, from warm coastal waters to open ocean environments. Its fossils have been discovered on every continent except Antarctica. Extinction. The exact reason for megalodon's extinction remains a subject of debate among scientists. One prevailing theory suggests that changes in ocean temperature and sea levels may have affected its prey availability, leading to its decline. The last confirmed fossil records of megalodon date back around 2.6 million years ago. Popular culture. Megalodon's immense size and fearsome reputation have captured the imagination of people for years. It has been featured in various documentaries, movies, and TV shows, often portrayed as a fearsome and relentless predator. Scientific research. Despite its extinction, scientists continue to study megalodon's fossils to better understand its biology, behavior, and ecological role in ancient marine ecosystems. Researchers use computer simulations and comparative studies with modern shark species to piece together its life history. The woolly mammoth, Mammuthus primigenius, is one of the most iconic and well-known prehistoric creatures. Here are some fascinating facts about this ancient giant. Appearance. Woolly mammoths roamed during the last ice age and were well adapted to the cold. They had long, shaggy hair, a hump of fat on their backs, and long, curved tusks that could reach up to 15 feet, 4.5 meters, in length. Range. These mammoths were distributed across North America, Europe, and Northern Asia. They coexisted with early human populations. Diet. Woolly mammoths were herbivores, primarily feeding on grasses, shrubs, and other vegetation. They used their tusks to dig for food under snow and ice. Size. Adult woolly mammoths stood about 9 to 11 feet, 2.7 to 3.4 meters, tall at the shoulder, and could weigh up to 6 tons. Extinction. The exact cause of their extinction around 10,000 years ago is debated. Climate change, overhunting by early humans, or a combination of factors may have contributed. Preservation. Some woolly mammoth remains have been preserved in frozen tundra, allowing scientists to study their DNA and learn more about their biology and environment. Potential revival. Due to advances in genetic technology, there are discussions about possibly resurrecting woolly mammoths through genetic engineering, using genes from preserved specimens and their closest living relatives, elephants. Cultural significance. Woolly mammoths have been depicted in various ancient cave paintings, sculptures, and folklore, showcasing their significance to early human cultures. Paleontological insights. Studying woolly mammoths provides valuable insights into the Pleistocene epoch's ecology and the interactions between ancient humans and these magnificent creatures. Legacy. The woolly mammoth's legacy continues to captivate our imagination and serves as a reminder of Earth's rich natural history and the incredible adaptations life forms have undergone over millennia. Smilodon, commonly known as the saber-toothed cat, was a prehistoric carnivorous mammal that lived during the Pleistocene epoch from around 2.5 million to about 10,000 years ago. Smilodon is one of the most famous and iconic members of the megafauna that lived during this time period. Distinctive saber teeth. The most striking feature of Smilodon was its long, curved canine teeth, which was serrated and much larger than those of modern big cats. These teeth could reach up to 11 inches, 28 centimeters in length, and were used for stabbing and slashing prey. Size and build. Smilodon was a large predator with a body length of about 3.3 to 4.6 feet, 1 to 1.4 meters, and a weight ranging from 330 to 880 pounds, 150 to 400 kilograms, depending on the species. It had a robust build, short legs, and a relatively short tail. Social behavior. While many modern big cats are solitary hunters, some evidence suggests that Smilodon may have been more social and hunted in packs. Fossils of multiple individuals found in close proximity have led to this hypothesis. Diet. Smilodon was a carnivore that primarily preyed on large herbivorous mammals such as bison, horses, and ground sloths. Its powerful jaws and saber teeth allowed it to deliver a deadly bite to immobilize its prey. Extinction. Smilodon, like many other megafauna, went extinct around 10,000 years ago during the Quaternary extinction event. The exact cause of its extinction is still debated, but likely involved a combination of factors, including climate change and the decline of large herbivores. Habitat. Smilodon inhabited a variety of environments across North and South America, including grasslands, woodlands, and open savannas. Fossil remains have been found from Canada to South America. Paleontological significance. Smilodon is one of the most well-studied and well-preserved fossil mammals from the Pleistocene epoch. Fossil finds have provided valuable insights into the biology and ecology of this ancient predator. Evolutionary relatives. Smilodon belongs to the family Felidae, which includes modern cats. It is not a direct ancestor of today's big cats like lions and tigers, but represents a distinct lineage that eventually became extinct. Reconstruction challenges. Reconstructing the appearance and behavior of Smilodon has been a challenge for paleontologists. While the saber teeth are its most famous feature, understanding its entire morphology and lifestyle requires careful study of fossils and comparative anatomy. Cultural significance. Smilodon has captured the popular imagination and often appears in movies, documentaries, and literature as an emblematic prehistoric predator. Its image is synonymous with the concept of the saber-toothed tiger, even though it is not closely related to modern tigers. Smilodon is an iconic and charismatic prehistoric predator that continues to intrigue scientists and enthusiasts alike. Its unique saber teeth and the mystery surrounding its extinction make it a symbol of the fascinating megafauna that once roamed the Earth. Pterosaurs were a group of ancient flying reptiles that lived during the Mesozoic era alongside dinosaurs. Not dinosaurs. Pterosaurs are often confused with dinosaurs, but they were a separate group of reptiles. They were the first vertebrates to evolve powered flight, predating birds and bats. Wingspan. Pterosaurs had an incredible variety of sizes, from small species with wingspans as short as a few inches to giants with wingspans of up to 36 feet, 11 meters. The largest known pterosaur was Quetzalcoatlus, bats and birds. Comparison. While they could fly, pterosaurs had very different wing structures from both bats and birds. Their wings were made of a membrane of skin stretched between a single elongated finger and the body. This membrane is often referred to as the wing of a pterosaur. Adaptations for flight. Pterosaurs had adaptations for flight, including lightweight skeletons, large brains, and a keel on the breastbone for muscle attachment, similar to birds. Diverse diet. Pterosaurs had a varied diet, including fish, small vertebrates, and even soft-bodied invertebrates. Some had long, pointed jaws for catching fish, while others had teeth suited for crushing shells and hard prey. Fossil record: pterosaur fossils have been found on every continent, and many well-preserved specimens have been discovered in places like the Solnhofen limestone in Germany and the Santana Formation in Brazil. Marine and terrestrial: pterosaurs occupied various ecological niches. Some were adapted for life over oceans, while others were more suited for life on land or in forests. End of an era. Pterosaurs lived from the late Triassic period, around 228 million years ago, until the end of the Cretaceous period, about 66 million years ago. They went extinct along with the non-avian dinosaurs, likely due to the mass extinction event at the end of the Cretaceous. Brain size: pterosaurs had relatively large brains, especially compared to many other reptiles of their time. This suggests a degree of intelligence and complex behavior. Posture: unlike the way they were often depicted in earlier scientific illustrations, pterosaurs did not walk on all fours like bats or birds. Instead, they likely walked on their hind limbs and used their forelimbs for flight. Flight styles: pterosaurs had different flight styles. Some were efficient gliders, while others were capable of powered flight. The variation in wing shape and size among different pterosaur species contributed to these differences. Egg laying: pterosaurs laid eggs, and there is evidence to suggest that some species may have cared for their eggs and young. Inspiration for fiction: pterosaurs have inspired many works of fiction, from movies like Jurassic Park to books and video games. Their unique appearance and the idea of ancient flying reptiles have captured the imaginations of people for generations. Pterosaurs were a diverse and fascinating group of prehistoric creatures that played a significant role in Earth's history as some of the first vertebrates to take to the skies. They have left behind a rich fossil record that continues to provide insights into the evolution of flight and the diversity of life during the Mesozoic era. Giant ground sloths were a group of large extinct mammals that belonged to the sloth family, Megatheriidae. They lived during the Pleistocene epoch and became extinct around 10,000 years ago. Enormous size. As their name suggests, giant ground sloths were massive creatures. Some species, like the Megatherium, could reach lengths of up to 20 feet 6 meters and weigh as much as 4 tons, making them some of the largest land mammals to have ever existed. Bipedal capability. While giant ground sloths were primarily quadrupeds, some species had the ability to stand and walk on their hind legs. This adaptation allowed them to reach higher vegetation. Herbivorous diet. Giant ground sloths were herbivores, primarily feeding on plants such as leaves, fruits, and tough vegetation. Their teeth were adapted for grinding plant material. Mysterious extinction. The exact cause of the giant ground sloth's extinction remains a subject of debate among scientists. Factors such as climate change, overhunting by early humans, and competition with other herbivores have been proposed as potential causes. Habitat range. Giant ground sloths lived in a variety of habitats, including forests, grasslands, and shrublands across North and South America. Fossils have been found from the southern United States to southern South America. Paleontological discoveries. Fossils of giant ground sloths have been found in various parts of the Americas, often in association with other megafauna species. Some well-preserved specimens have provided valuable insights into the biology and behavior of these ancient creatures. Lifespan. Based on fossil evidence, it is believed that giant ground sloths had a relatively slow reproductive rate and long lifespans, similar to modern-day sloths. This may have made them vulnerable to environmental changes. Unique adaptations. Giant ground sloths had a number of unique adaptations, including powerful limbs, long claws for digging and defense, and a specialized jaw and teeth for processing plant material. Cultural significance. Giant ground sloths have had an impact on the cultural beliefs and stories of indigenous peoples in the Americas. In some cultures, they are featured in myths and legends. Scientific study. The the study of giant ground sloths and their fossils has provided important insights into the Pleistocene megafauna and the dynamics of ancient ecosystems. These creatures are often used as examples of the dramatic changes in the distribution and diversity of large mammals over Earth's history. Giant ground sloths were remarkable creatures that once roamed the Americas. Their enormous size, distinctive adaptations, and mysterious extinction make them a subject of ongoing scientific interest and paleontological research. Dimetrodon is a fascinating prehistoric creature that lived during the Permian period, around 295 to 272 million years ago. It is often confused with dinosaurs, but it was not a dinosaur. Instead, it was a synapsid, an early group of reptiles that are more closely related to mammals. Not a dinosaur. Dimetrodon is not a dinosaur. It lived long before dinosaurs appeared on Earth. It is part of the synapsid lineage, which includes early mammal ancestors. Sail-backed appearance. One of the most distinctive features of Dimetrodon is its sail-like structure on its back. This sail was formed by elongated neural spines, bone extensions, that were covered in skin and connective tissue. The sail likely played a role in thermoregulation, possibly helping to regulate body temperature. Size. Dimetrodon came in various sizes, with some species reaching lengths of up to 11.5 feet, 3.5 meters. Its size varied depending on the species. Carnivorous diet. Dimetrodon was a carnivore and primarily preyed on smaller vertebrates and amphibians. Its sharp teeth and strong jaws were well suited for catching and eating prey. Serrated teeth. Dimetrodon had serrated teeth, which were an adaptation for slicing through meat. This feature distinguishes it from some later reptiles, like dinosaurs, which had teeth more suited for tearing or grinding. Extinct. Dimetrodon went extinct around 272 million years ago, long before the age of dinosaurs. The Permian Triassic mass extinction event, one of the largest extinction events in Earth's history, likely played a role in its demise. Habitat. Dimetrodon lived in various environments, including wetlands and tropical regions, during the Permian period. Fossils of Dimetrodon have been found in North America and parts of Europe. Reproduction. Like modern reptiles, Dimetrodon likely laid eggs. However, there is limited direct evidence of its reproductive behavior. Evolutionary significance. Dimetrodon is significant in the study of evolution because it represents a branch of the synapsid lineage that eventually led to the development of mammals. Its features, such as the sail and specialized teeth, are important in understanding the adaptations that ultimately led to the evolution of mammals. Scientific discovery. Fossils of Dimetrodon have been known since the early 19th century, and they have been instrumental in our understanding of prehistoric life. Dimetrodon fossils are often found in association with those of other Permian creatures, providing valuable insights into ancient ecosystems. Dimetrodon's sail-backed appearance and its place in the evolutionary history of mammals make it a fascinating and significant creature in the story of life on Earth. It serves as a reminder of the diversity and complexity of life that existed long before the age of dinosaurs. Ichthyosaurs were a group of marine reptiles that lived during the Mesozoic era, from about 250 million years ago to around 90 million years ago. Diverse species. Ichthyosaurs were a diverse group of reptiles with various species ranging in size from a few feet to over 80 feet in length. Fish-like appearance. The name ichthyosaur means fish lizard in Greek, and these reptiles had a streamlined, fish-like appearance, which helped them to be effective swimmers in the ancient seas. Evolutionary adaptations. Ichthyosaurs evolved from land-dwelling reptiles that returned to the water. Over millions of years, they developed features like streamlined bodies, flippers, and tail fins for efficient swimming. Live birth. Fossil evidence suggests that ichthyosaurs gave birth to live young, rather than laying eggs. This is a rare trait among reptiles. Huge eyes. Ichthyosaurs had unusually large eyes, some of which were as big as soccer balls. This suggests that they were well adapted for low light conditions in the deep ocean. Carnivorous diet. These marine reptiles were carnivorous and primarily fed on fish and other marine creatures. They had sharp teeth for grasping and tearing their prey. Global distribution. Ichthyosaurs were found in oceans all over the world, from the Arctic to the Antarctic, and from shallow coastal waters to the open ocean. Extinction. Despite their success in the oceans for millions of years, ichthyosaurs went extinct around 90 million years ago, likely due to a combination of environmental changes and competition with other marine reptiles like plesiosaurs. Fossil discoveries. Fossils of ichthyosaurs have been found on every continent, and they are one of the most well-known and studied groups of prehistoric marine reptiles. Scientific significance. Studying ichthyosaurs has provided valuable insights into the evolution of marine life and the adaptation of reptiles to aquatic environments during the Mesozoic era. Ichthyosaurs are a fascinating group of prehistoric creatures that played a significant role in the ancient oceans and left behind a rich fossil record that continues to captivate scientists and enthusiasts alike. Glyptodon was a prehistoric mammal that lived during the Pleistocene epoch, from around 2.5 million years ago until its extinction approximately 10,000 years ago. Gigantic size. Glyptodon was a massive creature, with some species reaching lengths of up to 13 feet, 4 meters, and weighing as much as 2 tons. This made it one of the largest mammals of its time. Armored shell. One of Glyptodon's most distinctive features was its heavily armored shell. This shell was composed of bony plates known as osteoderms that were embedded in its skin, providing protection from predators. Reptilian resemblance. Due to its armored appearance, Glyptodon is often compared to a giant armadillo. However, it was not closely related to armadillos, but belonged to a separate family of mammals known as Glyptodontidae. Herbivorous diet. Glyptodon was a herbivore, primarily grazing on grasses and other vegetation. Its teeth were adapted for grinding plant material. Extinct relatives. Glyptodon was part of a group of mammals called Glyptodonts, which included various species with similar armored shells. These Glyptodonts had relatives that lived in North and South America. Habitat. Glyptodon inhabited grasslands and savannas in North and South America. Fossil evidence suggests that they had a wide geographic range during their existence. Interaction with humans. Glyptodon lived alongside early human populations. Fossils of Glyptodon have been found with evidence of butchering, suggesting that early humans may have hunted and consumed these massive creatures. Mystery of extinction. Like many megafauna of the Pleistocene, Glyptodon went extinct around 10,000 years ago. The exact cause of their extinction remains a subject of scientific debate, but factors such as climate change and overhunting by humans are among the proposed explanations. Fossil discoveries. Fossils of Glyptodon and other Glyptodonts have been found in various parts of North and South America, making them a well-documented and studied group of prehistoric mammals. Paleontological interest. Glyptodon and its relatives have been of significant interest to paleontologists because of their unique appearance and the insights they provide into the prehistoric ecosystems and the interactions between ancient mammals and their environments. Glyptodon is a fascinating example of the diverse and often giant megafauna that once roamed the Earth during the Pleistocene epoch, and its well-preserved fossils continue to contribute to our understanding of Earth's prehistoric past. Elasmotherium, commonly known as the Siberian unicorn, was a prehistoric rhinoceros-like mammal that lived during the Pleistocene epoch, between approximately 2.6 million and 29,000 years ago. Appearance. Elasmotherium was one of the largest known rhinoceros-like mammals, with a massive size and distinctive features. It stood about 6.6 feet, 2 meters tall at the shoulder, and its total body length, including its horn, could reach up to 20 feet, 6 meters. Huge horn. The most iconic feature of Elasmotherium was its enormous horn, which could grow up to 6.5 feet, 2 meters, in length. This horn was believed to be made of keratin, the same material found in human fingernails and rhinoceros horns, rather than solid bone. Herbivorous diet. Elasmotherium was an herbivore, primarily grazing on grasses and other vegetation. Its teeth were adapted for grinding plant material. Habitat. These creatures roamed across a wide range of habitats, including grasslands, steppe regions, and forested areas in Eurasia, particularly in what is now Russia, Kazakhstan, and Ukraine. Extinct relatives. Elasmotherium was part of the rhinoceros family, but it belonged to a distinct group known as Elasmotheriinae, which had unique features compared to modern rhinos. Extinction. Elasmotherium, like many megafauna of the Pleistocene, went extinct around 29,000 years ago during the Quaternary extinction event. The exact cause of its extinction remains a subject of scientific investigation, but factors such as climate change and hunting by early humans are among the proposed explanations. Paleontological discovery. The first fossils of Elasmotherium were discovered in the 18th century in Russia. These finds fueled speculation about the existence of a Siberian unicorn, as early reconstructions often depicted it as a horse-like creature with a single horn. Revision of appearance. More recent scientific research and fossil discoveries have led to a revised understanding of Elasmotherium's appearance. It was not horse-like, but had a stocky body, long legs, and a large curved horn, more like a giant rhinoceros than a unicorn. Mystery surrounding the horn. While Elasmotherium's horn was impressive, its precise purpose remains a subject of scientific debate. It may have been used for defense, mating displays, or digging for food. Scientific significance. Elasmotherium and its extinction contribute to our understanding of the Pleistocene megafaunal extinctions and the factors that may have led to the decline and disappearance of many large mammals during that period. Elasmotherium, often referred to as the Siberian unicorn, is a captivating prehistoric creature that has captured the imagination of people around the world. Its unique appearance and the mystery surrounding its horn make it a subject of ongoing scientific interest and paleontological research. Diprotodon was a massive prehistoric marsupial that lived in Australia during the Pleistocene epoch, approximately 1.6 million to 40,000 years ago. It is considered one of the largest marsupials and one of the largest land mammals to have ever existed. Gigantic size. Diprotodon was enormous, with adult individuals reaching lengths of up to 13 feet 4 meters at the shoulder and weighing between 8,800 to 11,000 pounds, 4,000 to 5,000 kilograms. It stood taller than modern elephants. Appearance. It had a body shape similar to that of modern rhinoceroses, but with a more robust build. Diprotodon had short, stocky legs and a long, muscular tail. Herbivorous diet. Diprotodon was a herbivore, primarily feeding on grasses and other vegetation. Its teeth were adapted for grinding plant material. Marsupial pouch. Like all marsupials, Diprotodon gave birth to live young, which were then carried in a pouch. The pouch was likely large enough to accommodate a baby the size of a human infant. Extinction. Diprotodon went extinct around 40,000 years ago, along with many other megafauna species in Australia. The exact cause of its extinction remains a subject of scientific debate, but factors such as climate change and hunting by early humans are among the proposed explanations. Habitat. Diprotodon inhabited a variety of environments, including grasslands, woodlands, and shrublands across the Australian continent. Fossil discoveries. Fossils of Diprotodon have been found in various parts of Australia. Some of the most significant discoveries have come from areas with well-preserved ancient lake deposits, where numerous remains have been unearthed. Cultural significance. The existence of Diprotodon and other extinct megafauna has had a significant impact on the cultural beliefs and stories of Indigenous Australian communities. Some Aboriginal Dreamtime stories incorporate these massive creatures into their mythology. Revision of appearance. Scientific reconstructions of Diprotodon have evolved over time. Early depictions often portrayed it as resembling a giant wombat, but more recent research suggests it had a unique and rhinoceros-like appearance. Climate change connection. Some researchers have suggested that changes in climate during the Pleistocene may have contributed to the decline of Diprotodon's preferred habitats and food sources, which in turn could have played a role in its extinction. Diprotodon is a fascinating example of the megafauna that once roamed the Australian continent. Its enormous size, unique appearance, and the mystery surrounding its extinction continue to capture the interest of scientists and enthusiasts, shedding light on the ancient ecosystems of Australia and the interactions between these massive creatures and their environment.